All right, cool. Seems that's working. All right, so here we go. This is the first race I ever did in the K1 speed competition. This was the May race, I believe. So, yeah, should be May. It's the May race. So yeah, I just got done my third race yesterday, and yeah, it was pretty cool. Um, a lot of these guys have been doing this for a decent bit longer than me, about like a year or so. Um, some of them much more experienced, been doing it for like 5 years, 6 years, something like that. Um, so yeah, it's like a wide range of competition. But the nice thing about it is that because of kind of, I guess, the way the carts are, like they're all pretty balanced in their own ways. And just because of how much, everyone has driven on this one track, everyone's within only, like, I mean, less than half a second for sure, like 2/10 even. It's pretty damn close most of the time. So like yesterday's race was ridiculous. Like fastest laps are all within like a tenth or two of each other, and qualifying's always like half a tenth, like thousandths, like like it's very close. And that's what happens on a small track like this. But yeah, let's get into this. So in my first race, I qualified fourth out of five. So not actually, as bad as I thought I'd be. I thought I'd be dead last. Um, Granted, there are two groups, right? So there's this group and then another group of five going, because the track is just not big enough really to have 10 people do a grid start at once. So yeah, this I believe is technically the slower group, but again, like the difference between group one and group two is like, let's say like the track average is about like an 18 second, in that range. If you're someone who's like just walking into the track and you were like, oh, this is a fast lap I'm setting, you're probably looking at like a 19 maybe. So it's like you're really fighting for small differences here. um yeah. So I don't know, we're in the less challenging group, but still good to get points and everything. I kind of lost my train of thought there for a second. But yeah, let's just get into it. I'll just break it down as we go along. Just make sure the audio is not too high up. All right, so all right, start. The thing here, let me go back real fast. So, all right, start. I promise I'm not going to stop too much. The all right, start. There's no room on this track really if you're on the outside line. So you kind of just have to sacrifice. Unfortunately, though, we're just going to go through it one more time here so you can really see. So like, yeah, I have a fine line here, and then I go a little wide, a little too wide even, and I let the guy that was behind me in. And then right here, I'm just not aggressive enough. Um, this track is, and as I've learned obviously over the past couple months now, this track is so small that if you're not fighting, like obviously you're going to be fighting, but if you're not bumping while fighting, you're screwing yourself. Like if you're not bumping and like really going for every line, then you're just not going to be fast enough. Because unfortunately, That's just how this track is. Like the line that you need to take is so precise that there's no room for two cars. It's like almost driving it like fucking Monaco, like half the time, I would imagine. Like you can kind of just park the cart in the middle, especially around turns, and no one can really get around you without losing crazy time. Um, so yeah, we saw the guy get a little overzealous and then turn himself. So now I'm in fourth again. You see me check behind myself to make sure he's not close. But I think he's right in my ass now, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's definitely right in my ass again. So like this race was like a good thing for me to really get used to the real life feeling, like really how gritty you have to be and everything. Because I would prefer, as someone who's like, I guess with my sporting background and everything, and someone who does like iRacing, I would prefer to give as much room all the time as possible and keep it as clean as possible all the time. But that's not how it works, as you can just see here. Like, if I'm giving him the line and everything, then I'm screwing myself. He hit a nice cutback right there. I hit a cutback here. I could have made this stick if I was better at the track, but I think he catches me again at this back half. Yep, yeah. We had a nice little collision there. He, like, squeezed me just barely. And what that did was, like, throw me into the wall, so I lost a lot of momentum there. You don't really tell because he almost spun out, so we're, like, still at the same pace, but yeah. It's kind of hard to watch these earlier, like, laps because I just know how much closer I can be on certain spots. Um, yeah, good indicator, and I'm not sure about how most tracks do this, but the white and red on the borders, those really help with being like good indicators for when to accelerate, decelerate. So yeah, this race I really beat myself. Um, if I just kept it simple and didn't think about my mistakes and how close people were and everything, I would have been fine. I would have probably stayed in fourth and then caught up, maybe even been in third, maybe. But focusing on like what just happened isn't going to help you. You need to like immediately just go past it. Um, so yeah, that's the big thing I'm working on now is just staying in the moment like that. So I let the leaders by about a lap or two ago now, and that means we should be in the last couple laps. You see me take these turns a lot different because now I'm frustrated. So I'm really just using my time on this new track as like a way to learn. Or maybe learn's not the way to put that. I'm so frustrated. I'm trying to find speed in any possible place. So like I'm taking turn one wide as hell and bringing it back in. Like I don't think normally doing turn one like that was gonna help you at all. Turn one and two are pretty brutal. So yeah, one thing for me, as you'll see right here, is like I let my emotions get to me a little bit. um, and that's just gonna happen. Obviously, driving a car and getting all that adrenaline in you, but yeah, I'm just really critical of myself. And like I said, like the beginning of this race was really like a wake up for me because we had just been doing practices and everything. So it's not like we're really going hard or anything. And like as soon as that race kicked off and everyone's hitting and like cutting in on each other, it's like a whole different world. It really is. So yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll just cut it right there. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Definitely not that much to like break down. But you get at least get to see what the competition looks like, and I like personally, I think it's a great idea if you want to give racing any type of shot. This is like the I want to say like most casual competitive thing you could probably do in real life. Um, because if you were to go to like a regular track and just walk on and everything, like you're not really racing. You're just doing laps and stuff with other people. So to like actually get a grid start and like be battling and like be focused on where I can take tenths away and stuff instead of just like, oh yeah, I'm faster than this guy. Which corner do I get around him at? Is like it's really cool. It's really cool. And I just feel like if you have the opportunity to do this and you want to, you definitely should give it a shot. They have the kids and teenagers and adult versions, so I would really suggest at least giving it a shot. This track we have here is super nice and they maintain it well. So I don't know about every location that you might go to and what that experience might be like, but yeah, the one we have here is very good, and they're great guys. They really want to see everyone have fun and go fast. Um, so yeah, it's great. I'll see you in the next breakdown or whatever other video you decide to watch. Thank you. Have a good one.